It's its own game now. Welcome to the Stanley Parable. This is a game that was on the Half-Life 2 engine, or Source engine, sorry. But now it's its own game, and if you look in this little corner, you can probably see Fraps right there, and it's really, really, really weird. Ah, that's so weird. Let's go and begin, though. The end is never. The end is never. The end is never. The end is never. I do have a shirt on under this, by the way. This is just, it was just pulled down. Do that. Sorry. Just waiting for this loading screen. About 2 FPS of a bar going this fast. Come on already! There you go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was
so
employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
This is
Orders
so cool!
came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Oh, what?
And Stanley was happy.
That room, though.
And then one day, something very peculiar.
Oh no, I clicked. I skipped. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh! 60 frames. That's how you know it's gonna be good. No numbers. 2 cables. How is this possible? 429, how you doing, baby? Looking fine.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is there another way I can go? No, not that I can see. I guess we're just gonna do whatever it tells us to do. For the first time around, I'm gonna go straight to the end.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now we're gonna go straight to this one. I just feel like I'm in the mountains. Or on the beach. Or on a leaf. Oh, that's so cool! The hand on the clock. Is that telling? No, it's not telling real time. Okay, I was about to say.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Push for funding for RD of my coffee machine. Standardized graphs 40 times wide, not cost efficient. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Synergize papers. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of... What did it say? Ongoing. The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. Employee... There's Jim. Employee Jim. Oh, God. There's even more. We'll go and we'll read it another day. Profits, 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 profits. Okay. Meeting room, I love you. And we're gonna go to you again.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
But Chris was supposed to be in here. What? No. Oh, okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That light, though. Boss, what's up? Yo.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
so
stunned to discover not
cool!
an indication of
Oh my
any
God!
human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
I don't know what I'm doing.
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
God, this is so cool. What's over here? Nothing. Huh? Ah! Oh my God! I'm sorry. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. Oh. It's just so cool. It's just such a good idea because it's like the original one, but the graphics are just so much better.
Building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Fuck you. We're going this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
It's not console? No console. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. I was thinking if there was a console I could
The door
save.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
That's my death. That's it. That's the Stanley Parable. Bye, guys. No. No. I refuse. I refuse to believe it. Oh, it's this thing again.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh, it's game booster. Stop it. I don't want to unpause.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator. as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Wait, what?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Office layout. The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. And that's my office. Shut up, Game Booster. No one likes you. Nobody likes you. Stop. Oh, now I can't even. Thank you. Button sounds. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Ah, credits. My computer's having a heart attack. I turned off all the computers. What's this? Alright, well, this is a very nice room, but what's... Maintenance room. What? Sir? Do you hear that? What? Levers? This is ruining every ending.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit.
There's no quit. Only quit to menu.
No other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Well, that was my first episode of the Stanley Parable. I hope you guys liked it. I fucking loved it. That was awesome. Oh my god. I'm gonna do a lot more of this. This is gonna be on my channel so much more, along with Scribble Knots now. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. watching. Peace out, my doggos. Boop.